So welcome back. So now we are discussing the modes of dissolution of partnership firms. See, from the chart itself it is clear. Dissolution of a firm, under what circumstances, and we are going to dissolve the firm, and what are the different methods or modes of dissolution of partnership firms. So first point is dissolution of firm may be divided into two parts, that is voluntary dissolution or dissolution without the order of the court, and the second point is known as dissolution by the order of the court. So look at the first point. So section 40 to section 43 is clearly mentioned. By agreement you can dissolve the firm voluntarily. By agreement. So as per our agreements. So you know that we have a partnership agreement, a written agreement is there. And as per the agreement is what they are mentioned in the agreement. So by the agreement, so you can dissolve the firm. And the second point, that is section 41, compulsory dissolution. Due to certain events, you can dissolve the firm. And third point, that is section 42, on the happening of a certain contingencies which is unlawful for carrying the business. In that case also you can you can dissolve the firm. The last point, that is section 43, by giving a due notice, the partners are giving an order or giving a notice to the firm and they decided to dissolve the firm. So that also another case for dissolution of firm. So once again, the case number 1, that is a voluntary dissolution or otherwise dissolution without the order of the court. This part section 40 to 43. So the different cases they are given, that is number 1, by agreement. As per the contents of the agreement we can dissolve the firm. And the second point, compulsory dissolution. So happening certain events compulsorily we are going to dissolve the firms, and on happening a certain contingencies and which is unlawful for carrying the business, and by giving a notice a partnership may be dissolved. So these are the cases for voluntary dissolution or dissolution without the order of the court. But our main point is the second point, that is dissolution by the order of the court. Court is giving an order, or court is interfering our business, our court is giving a garnishing order to dissolve the firm. So as per the instruction which is given by the High Court or a Supreme Court, we are going to dissolve the firm. So what are the reasons? So look at the last point, dissolution by the order of the court under any of the following reasons. The first point, the insanity of the partner. The point number 1 is insanity of the partners, and number 2, the permanent incapacity of the partners, and point number 3, that is misconduct of the partners, and point number 4, that is a breach of agreement or a breach of contract, and next point, that is a transfer of interest and business is permanently going on loss. Now in these particular cases the court is interfering or any other partner is given a petition to the court, and court is convinced and court is came to know that some problem is there in the firm, and also they are appointing a committee or a commission, and on the basis of the recommendation which is given by the committee, or they are giving a final order. So these are the reasons, that is insanity of the partners and the permanent incapacity of the partners and misconduct of the partners and the breach of agreement and transfer of interest and business is permanently going on loss. So these are the cases under which the partnership may be dissolved by the order of the court. By the order of the court. So this is very important to the students who are going to write the board examination, and out of that normally the board is asking what are the reasons for compulsory dissolution, or give any reasons for compulsory dissolution, and what are the different methods, that is voluntary dissolution and dissolution by the order of the court. But out of that give any 2 reasons for dissolution by the order of the court. So the very simple point you can write, that is a breach of agreement or a breach of contract or in permanent incapacity of the partners, and the business is permanently going on loss. So these are the reasons the court is interfering. They are giving an order, and on the basis of that the firm is dissolved. Now we can see the practical side of the dissolution. How to settle the accounts under dissolution of partnership firm. It is not like admission and retirement, and here we are making 4 accounts and also some adjustments we are following. Settlement of accounts on dissolution of partnership firms. You know, under dissolution of a partnership firms, we are going to prepare a new account. That account is known as realization account, and partners loan account, and partners capital account, and last cash or bank accounts. So here very important point is, in the case of admission, retirement and death, we are preparing balance sheet, but here in the case of dissolution of a firm, we are not preparing balance sheet. Instead we are preparing cash or bank account. So how to settle the accounts under dissolution of a partnership firm? So you know that we are making a new account, so that is what is called a realization account, and also partners loan account, and partners capital account, and cash and bank account. So these are the different accounts we are preparing under dissolution of a firm. So here my first question is, what do you mean by realization account, and what is the difference between realization account and revaluation account? We have already studied revaluation account. Don't make it confused. So here it is realization account. We have already studied, that is what is called revaluation account. So what is the basic difference between the revaluation account and realization account? So what is the basic difference between the revaluation account and realization account? So you can see, when we are preparing the revaluation account and when we are preparing realization accounts, I already said under dissolution of a firm we are making 4 accounts. So the first one is realization account, and second one is partners loan account, and third one is partners capital account, and the last one is known as cash or bank account. Under dissolution of a firm, we are not preparing balance sheet, because tomorrow onwards firm is not there, we are not preparing balance sheet. All our assets and liabilities are transferred and settled, so no question of preparing the balance sheet. So look at the monitor. What is the difference between revaluation account and realization account? Now you can see the first, this is very important, this is a 3-mark question. What is the basic difference between revaluation account and realization account? The first point, when we are preparing a revaluation account and when we are preparing realization account. So just to listen, so just go through that. So you tell me, from when we are preparing this revaluation account and when we are preparing realization account, those who are watching my classes, you know the answer now. So at the time of admission and at the time of retirement and at the time of death, we are immediately preparing, or assets are revalued or the liabilities are revalued. So that time we are preparing an account is known as revaluation accounts. Answer is very simple. You know that at the time of admission and at the time of death and retirement, we are preparing the account is known as revaluation account, but realization account we are preparing only at the time of dissolution. So point number 1 is clear. And next point, what is the object of preparation? The account is prepared to make necessary adjustment the value of assets and liabilities. Why we are preparing revaluation account? To find out appreciation as well as depreciation. The main vision or the main object of the preparation of revaluation account is to find out the appreciation as well as depreciation at the time of admission of a partner or the time of retirement of a partners. And what is the vision of realization account? We are transferring the assets or realizing the assets and collect the money, and that money we are utilizing for making the payments. That is the main vision for preparation of the realization account. Then again next point is after evaluation. You know that after evaluation firm is continuing, but after realization firm is not there. So after evaluation firm is continuing, and after realization firm is not there. So last point, this account may be prepared to be required to be prepared many times during the life time of a firm, and this account prepared only once during the lifetime of the firm. That means revaluation account you are preparing many times, but realization account you are preparing only at the time of dissolution of a firm. So that means what is the basic difference between the revaluation account and a realization account? That also equally important to the students who are writing the board examination. Now listen, in this chapter I am taking too much time because I want to give lot of explanation about this chapter, because this year the board is giving a typical type of questions. They are given answer, and also what they are asking, fill up the items which is missing in the answers. That means I think this is the first time, last 15-20 years they are not asking this type of questions. So this is the first time the board is asking a typical type of questions. I can show that question, it is there. So just completing this part, then I will show that part, what type of question the board is asking. What is the format of realization accounts? You know, revaluation account we are preparing at the time of admission and retirement and death, but realization account we are preparing only at the time of dissolution. So what is the format of realization account? Realization account, you know that the question, the balance sheet, they are given balance sheet along with adjustments. So here tomorrow onwards firm is not there. So first item is we are transferring all assets to the realization account by passing a journal entries realization account debtor to various assets. You can look at the monitor also, see all assets are transferred. So your entry is, first entry is realization account debtor to various assets. So realization account debtor to various assets. And the second journal entry, from the balance sheet almost all liabilities we are transferring to the realization account by passing a journal entry is various liabilities account debtor to realization account. So that means by various liabilities. By various liabilities. And now listen, all the assets are transferred and all the liabilities also transferred. Then now these assets we are selling outside and we are getting a money or realizing the assets, and that assets we are realizing and passing the journal entry is known as cash account debtor to realization account, that is by cash. So assets realized, journal entry is what? Cash account debtor to realization account. Either you can pass cash account or a bank account. So here in this example I am using the word cash account. So cash account debtor to realization account. So the posting is by cash. Then after getting this cash, that amount I am utilizing for making the payments. So our journal entry is realization account debtor to cash account. So here you can see the left hand side realization account debtor to cash account. See once again, the examination you are getting a balance sheet along with adjustments, and tomorrow onwards firm is not there. All these assets are transferred through realization account. Our journal entry is realization account debtor to various assets, that means to various assets, and second journal entry is various liabilities account debtor to realization account, that means by various liabilities. Then these assets we are selling outside and we are getting the money. So journal entry is cash account debtor to realization account, our posting is by cash. Then that cash we are utilizing for making the payments, sundry creditors, bills payable, overdraft and normal loan accounts. So these all amounts we are utilizing for making all these liabilities. So our journal entry is realization account debtor to cash. Then again one more point, the expenses for doing all these businesses, or for dissolve the firm, some expenses are there, that expense also met by the firm. So our journal entry is realization account debtor to cash accounts. Now, so here one very important point is, suppose A, B, C are partners and B is taking firm's asset. Tomorrow onwards firm is not there, so a lot of assets are there. Example, firm's computer is taken by B. So what is our journal entry? B is capital account debtor to realization. So our journal entry is by B is posting parties by B's capital account. One of the partner is taking firm's assets. One of the partner is taking firm's assets. So our journal entry is concerned partners capital account debtor to realization account. Our journal entry and posting is by B's capital account. Then another point, one of the partner is paying firm's liability. Example, Mr. B is paid Mrs. B's loan accounts. Mr. B is a partner and Mr. B is paid Mrs. B's loan account. So journal entry is realization account debtor to B's capital account. So posting is to B's capital account. To B's capital accounts. So Mr. B is paying Mrs. B's loan account. So journal entry is realization account debtor to B's capital account. Then again any unrecorded assets are realized, so journal entry is by cash, and any unrecorded liabilities are paid off, journal entry is realization account debtor to cash. So like lot of entries are there and lot of exceptional entries also there. That also when we are doing the problem you can understand all these things. Now I am giving only the basic aspects and what are the main entries we are putting into the realization account. So you can see the monitor as well as you can look at the boards. So what all the items we are putting to the realization account. See what I said, we are making an account, that account is known as a realization account, and realization account all the assets we are transferring except cash in hand, cash at bank and profit and loss account, and we are transferring to the realization account by passing a journal entry realization account debtor to various assets. Now you can see we are taking the total, so the credit total is more than the debit total or debit total is more than the credit total. It is just like a revaluation account only. So the difference, the credit total is more than the debit total means that's a profit. That profit we are transferring to the partner's capital account, to A's capital and to B's capital and to C's capital. So that profit we are transferring to the partner's capital account. So by passing a journal entry is revaluation account debtor to partner's capital account. So we are transferring this profit to the revaluation account by passing a journal entry is what? Revaluation account debtor to partner's capital account. Suppose we are getting a loss, that loss is transferred to partner's capital account, that is by passing a journal entry is partner's capital account debtor to realization accounts. So now listen, so these are the items and these are the entries we are passing one by one. So now look at the entries. So under dissolution, what are the main entries we are passing? So first entry is all assets we are transferring to the realization account, and the second one is all liabilities we are transferring to the realization account, and after transferring all assets, so we are selling the assets and collect the amount, so that entry is cash account debtor to realization account. Then the liabilities are paid off, entry is realization account debtor to cash. Under in any circumstances, any of this partner is taking firm's assets, our journal entry is partner's capital account debtor to realization account, or any partner is taking firms paying any firm's liabilities, so journal entry is realization account debtor to concerned partners capital accounts. So today we are already studied what are the adjustments under death of a partner, and what is the format connected with the deceased partner's capital account as well as executor's account, and what is the time basis and turnover basis, and how to calculate profit on the time basis and turnover basis, and along with how to make This is the partner's capital account and balance sheet. Then afterwards, we are just started what do you mean by dissolution of firm and dissolution of partnership, and this part again we will continue next class. So next Saturday again I am going to take dissolution of firm and dissolution of partnership, and with our last board examination, and that we want to do 2-3 questions. So now this is the time for winding up. So thank you very much. So I think all are getting my classes, and also my humble request is all of you just go through the things what I am giving, and you will get very good marks in the board examination. Just to go through the download from YouTube, all these classes are there. So you have any doubt, you can contact through our NTV cruise. So from there you will get all my details. So once again, thank you very much. I am James Thomas from Sharjah Indian School. Goodbye.